There is a specific moment in the life of every new truck where the original owner absorbs a financial catastrophe and walks away without realizing it. Not at the dealership, not on the loan paperwork. It happens silently, in the parking lot, 24 months after the purchase. The truck has not broken down. The engine is fine. The tires still have tread. But the market has just repriced that vehicle by $25,000 to $31,000 in 2 years, while the owner's loan balance has dropped by almost nothing. The dealerships understand this cliff intimately. The banks that write the loans understand it. The insurance companies that quote your coverage understand it. You were never supposed to understand it, because the moment you do, you stop buying new trucks, and the entire financing machine stops working. Here is the math they do not put on the window sticker. A 2023 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost leaves the lot at $52,400. The dealer adds $1,800 in documentation fees, nitrogen in the tires, and a paint protection package you did not ask for. The finance manager writes an 84-month loan at 7.4% interest. Your payment is $742 a month. In the first 12 months, you pay $8,904. Of that, roughly $3,800 goes toward principal. The truck is now worth $39,000 at trade-in. You have paid nearly $9,000 to own a truck that has lost $13,000 in value. Month 24 arrives. You have paid $17,808 total. The truck is now worth $31,500. Your loan balance sits at approximately $43,200. You are underwater by $11,700. You cannot sell it without writing a check to the bank. You cannot trade it without rolling that gap into your next loan, which is exactly what the dealership needs you to do. This is not an accident of the market. It is the engineered result of a financing structure that was designed from the beginning to keep you permanently in debt and permanently in a showroom. The depreciation cliff is sharpest on the most popular models. Full-size gas-powered half-tons drop fastest. The Ram 1500, the Ford F-150, and the Chevy Silverado all follow the same pattern because they are bought in the highest volume, returned to market in the highest volume, and competed against incoming new model inventory every 12 months. The trucks that hold value longest are diesel-powered 3/4 and 1-ton work trucks, the F250 Powerstroke, the Ram 2500 Cummins, the Silverado 2500 Duramax. Working contractors actually use these trucks until they fall apart. The supply of clean, used examples stays tight. But even those trucks take a 15 to 20% hit in the first 24 months. The pattern is universal. The only variable is the slope. Here is how a mechanic exploits the cliff. He is not buying the truck from a dealership. He is not financing anything. He is searching for the original lease returns, the corporate fleet vehicles, and the owner's surrenders that hit the wholesale market in months 20 to 28 of the vehicle's life. This is the window. The first owner absorbed the steepest part of the depreciation curve. The truck still has 70,000 to 85,000 miles of hard life left on the factory drivetrain. The powertrain warranty has transferred. The service records exist because the vehicle is recent enough that the original owner probably went to the dealer for oil changes just to protect their warranty. And the price is 38 to 44% below what that same truck sold for new 26 months ago. The source for these vehicles is the certified pre-owned pipeline. Not the retail end of it, but the wholesale end before the dealership gets its hands on the reconditioning markup. When a 3-year lease ends, the vehicle goes back to the manufacturer's remarketing arm. Ford Motor Credit, Ally Financial, and Chrysler Capital all operate closed wholesale auctions where they liquidate off-lease returns. Dealers attend these sales weekly. They buy a 2022 F-150 for $28,500 at the Ford Motor Credit auction. Spend $1,200 on a detail and a set of tires. Apply the Ford Certified Pre-Owned stamp and put it on the lot at $41,900. The certification costs Ford approximately $300 in inspection labor. You are paying a $12,100 markup for a sticker and a 12-month bumper-to-bumper extension on a vehicle that already has a factory powertrain warranty. The Certified Pre-Owned program is one of the most profitable products in automotive retail. It turns the depreciation cliff into a dealership revenue machine. You are the one funding both ends. But here is the crack in the system. Not every off-lease vehicle is beautiful. Lease agreements allow a defined mileage cap, typically 36,000 miles over 36 months, and charge per-mile overages above that cap. When a lessee turns in a truck at 51,000 miles, they owe money. The mileage overage fee, combined with wear and tear charges, makes a clean trade-in financially unattractive. Some lessees simply stop making the final 3 payments and surrender the vehicle. The bank takes it immediately. The truck bypasses the manufacturer auction entirely and goes straight to a bank-contracted liquidation sale. These are the vehicles the franchise dealers and the independent wholesalers fight over before sunrise on a Wednesday. A 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn surrendered with 54,000 miles sells for $21,000 at a bank liquidation because the seller is a finance company, not a car dealer. Finance companies are measured on recovery rates and days to liquidation. They are not measured on gross profit per unit. The truck needs to be gone. They will take $21,000. Here is your execution plan. First, identify the model and trim level you are targeting. Write down every standard feature you need. Do not add options. Option packages add to the original MSRP, which means they were already depreciated in the first crash. You get the features for nothing on a used example. Second, go to the NADA guides and Edmunds True Market Value pages and find the private party value for your target vehicle at 40,000 to 55,000 miles, 2 model years back. That number is your ceiling. You will pay below it or you will not buy. Third, search the sources in this order. Facebook Marketplace private sellers first. Corporate relocations and job changes generate motivated sellers who do not know how to hold a price. Then search car gurus, filtered by price drop and days on market. Any listing that has been marked down twice and has been sitting for 47 days or more is a seller who has run out of patience. Contact those sellers directly and offer 8% below asking. Fourth, if you want access to the actual auction pipeline, search for IAAI and Copart dealer account services in your state. Certain states allow private buyers to register as independent dealers with a small annual fee and a surety bond. The bond costs $150. The annual license fee is typically under $300. You have just legally become a dealer for the purpose of auction access. You will attend the same sales the franchise stores attend every week. There is one model-specific trap you need to know before you bid on anything built after 2019. Ford, GM, and Stellantis all deployed new turbocharged engines and 10-speed automatic transmissions during the 2018 to 2021 model years. These drivetrains were rushed to market to hit federal fuel economy targets. The Ford 10R80 10-speed transmission has a documented shutter issue between 45 and 55 miles per hour on light throttle. GM's 10-speed has a known torque converter clutch failure pattern that triggers around 60,000 miles. The Ram e-Torque mild hybrid system on 1,500 models built between 2019 and 2021 has a belt alternator starter unit that fails and costs $1,800 at the dealer. None of these issues will show on a Carfax. None of them are captured in a 30-minute test drive on flat ground. You need a code scanner that reads transmission adaptive shift data, and an hour on the highway with the truck in tow haul mode before you commit. Bring someone who can drive while you watch the scanner. The data will tell you if a transmission has been hunting between gears because the adaptive shift tables are corrupted. That is a pre-failure indicator, not a current fault. The truck will pass any test the dealer offers. It will fail 3 months after you buy it. The depreciation cliff is not a flaw in the system. It is the system. It converts new truck buyers into permanent loan customers and converts used truck buyers into dealership margin products. The only exit is timing. Buy at month 24 to 30 on the original sale date. Buy from a motivated private seller or a bank liquidation, and know the model-specific failure points before you arrive. The truck you need has already been built. It has already survived its worst depreciation. The person who bought it new paid for that loss, so you would not have to. Your job is simply to show up at the right moment with the right information and a check the bank did not issue. If you want the exact mileage thresholds and model years where specific trucks bottom out in value before the drivetrain problems begin to surface, the window where the price is lowest and the mechanical risk is still manageable, the next video covers the specific make, model, and year combinations we would actually buy right now, and the ones we would not touch at any price. Watch it before you bid on anything. Subscribe to Truck Navigator. We do the math so you know when to move.